Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. I've got an exciting blend for you guys this week, so I'm going to go ahead and start the water, get things kicked off. Oh man, this is something that I have been looking forward to for a while now. I brought this blend all the way back from Australia. I've got quite a few, but this one is one of my favorites. It smelled amazing, and I got to have a sample of it. Oh man, it was great. Joy, welcome. You're the first one here today. Oh, so tonight's blend, I want to make sure I'm holding it right, is from a store in Australia. It's actually a chain. I had no idea how big it was until I found it, but it's from T2 called Gorgeous Geisha. Now the funny thing is, like, I thought it was just in. Sorry, I brought this one from New Zealand, not Australia. But I hit up the store in New Zealand, and I had no idea that it was a chain. So there was one in what was that? What did I go to? There was one in Auckland. That was where this one came from. Then there was one in Christchurch, and then one in Australia. I had no idea that it was that big of a chain. But tonight is a special one, so I'm going to go ahead and open up this blend. It's in a bag. It's in a box in a bag, so I came prepared this time. There we go. I'm just going to be very careful because I do not want to cut my fingers, which has already happened earlier this week, and that was not a pretty sight. Oh my god, this smells amazing right off the bat. Oh, all you smell is strawberry, and I just realized I'm going to need to get myself a spoon real quick, because it didn't occur to me that I can't just pour it out. There's always something, right? Okay, there we go. All right, now I'm 100% prepared. Oh, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pour it in. Now, this is not just any green tea. It's actually sencha, and sencha is a pretty high-end green tea. It's high quality, and it's very delicious on its own. I think I've done a sencha before, but I don't remember when. Oops. Almost spilled some. There we go. Hey, Teresa, welcome. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put this to the side. I'm like running out of space here. Don't mind me. Okay, so anyway, so sencha is a pretty high-end tea. It's one step below Girokuro, and that is like the top brand of green tea. That's what they make. Matcha out of. All right, so it looks like my water is ready. I'm gonna go ahead and pour some out. Since this is a green tea, I'm gonna be steeping it at 180 degrees. There we go. For 3 minutes. I'm safe to do it at 3. Normally it's between 2 or 3, but because this is a flavored green tea and the strawberry scent is super strong, I have confidence that it's going to be it's going to sustain a good taste if it's at 3 minutes rather than playing it safe and do it by 2. I'm going to fully steep it to its full potential, and we'll see how it goes. Let me make sure what okay, so this says 80 degrees Celsius, 176 Fahrenheit. So I'm about 4 degrees higher than normal for 2 to 3 minutes. 4 degrees is not going to make that big of a difference, hopefully. The flavor is going to be strong enough to withstand the difference, I'm sure. But there's honestly only 3 ingredients in here. It's sencha, natural strawberry flavoring, and strawberry. Yeah, freeze-dried strawberries. So it's gonna be an excellent taste. Like all I smell right now is the strawberry, and it's super strong, super sweet, super juicy, and that's what I look for in a flavored tea. Sometimes when you get a black tea, you get that super duper strong scent, but the flavor is overpowered by the black tea, so you kind of get a an imbalance there. Oh, there we go. Quackhead is done. So I'll go ahead and pull this out. Yes, yes, I know, Quackhead. Time to pull this out. All right. There we go. Ralph, welcome. Oh my God! All I smell now is the green tea, and I mean the strawberry. Now I don't see any chunks. I should make a tea infused milkshake. I actually can. I have made tea infused ice cream before. But yeah, like I can totally do that. The easiest way to infuse ice cream with tea is using matcha. I mean, essentially all that is a green tea powder, and you just mix it into the mixture, freeze it, and you're good to go. If I were to use a different tea, like say I don't know, Thai chai would actually make a good ice cream. I would probably have it would probably be a much longer process because it's not powdered. I would probably have to put it in a tea bag, and let it steep in the cream for hours and hours, and then once that has fully steeped, I would blend the rest of it, and I will make the rest of the mixture, and freeze it, and then you'd get a tea infused ice cream. That is a much longer process, so that's something that I would have to do as an all-day thing. But in this case, I'm going to leave it as is, and I would recommend just doing matcha, and you'll get a good you'll get a good blend out of it. Matcha blends really well inside anything, really. So I would recommend using that not only in ice cream, but in baking, in anything that requires some sort of mixture, no problem. Nicole, welcome. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some of this out. I just realized I didn't show you guys what it looks like, so I will show you that in just a moment. Rachel, welcome. I see you there. Oh, look at that color. It's a little bit yellow, actually. I'm kind of surprised it's not as green as I thought it would be. Because it's, Nick, welcome. It's not as, tried an Australian teas? Actually, this is an Australian tea. You came in before the intro, but I'm doing Gorgeous Geisha from, well, this one specifically was from New Zealand. Last week I did a New Zealand tea that was farmed and processed in New Zealand. But while I was in Australia, yeah, I did have tea. This actually came from the region, but it wasn't cultivated in the region. It was imported and resold. So, long story short, I did have New Zealand tea specifically while back in the States, but I've had regular tea in Australia while I was there, in Australia and New Zealand. But this one in particular, just to recap, oh, excuse me. This is sencha with strawberry in it, and it's really like the scent is blowing me away. It's so strong. I'm going to be dating myself here, but if you remember what Nestle Quick smells like, the strawberry Quick, like the powdered version, that's this. I'm getting like this huge strawberry taste just from the scent. So I haven't even tried it yet. Oh, that is so nice. I'm going to go ahead and take my first sip. Oh, wow. That is really good. This is the... Oh, man, I gotta distance myself a little bit. Only because I'm already in the habit of drinking things a little bit too quickly. I don't want to get too... I don't want to get too... What's the word? Like, I don't want to get too attached to it, for lack of a better term, because I'm drawn to it. Like, this is such a strong strawberry flavor. And I'm glad that I got this in green rather than black, because generally, like I was saying before, the black overpowers some teas, but this is nice and mellow. It's got a strong strawberry flavor with the green umami. I don't want to say umami content, but the umami taste is not as strong. Thomas, welcome. Generally when you're drinking sencha, depending on the quality of it, it can either be a really strong green taste or a strong but smooth green taste. Like the quality of the sencha isn't necessarily in the taste, but rather how whether it's sharp or smooth. This one has a very light, smooth taste, so you're getting like more of the strawberry, less of the green in it, which I can definitely appreciate. Because when you're drinking this kind of tea, I'm getting the feeling that it would be, you can definitely have this hot or iced. I'm making the prediction now because you guys know, as my stream goes on, my tea kind of starts to cool off a little bit. Sometimes it maintains the flavor, sometimes it doesn't. I'm making my prediction now. This is going to maintain the flavor because like the strawberry in it is so strong, and the green in it, it's there. You can taste it, but it's kind of like it's definitely taking a second tier to it. It's actually, it's actually kind of adding an element of cream to the flavor overall. This is the only time I've ever had a strawberry tea that was this strawberry. That was, I don't know, like you know how you say something is really, really strong and you add the ly to it, but strawberry yee isn't gonna work. But the only time I've had something that that strong, with a strong strawberry flavor as a tea, was actually as the strawberry white. And you know, like it's the same kind of concept where you get like a strong strawberry flavor and an underlying smooth tea. Green tea has a stronger taste generally, stronger than white. So I'm tasting the umami in it, but it's still not strong. So for people who don't like green teas, I would definitely recommend this because you barely taste it at all. It kind of tastes like a strawberry punch. It's like, how do I put this? I'm getting, it's an overall very citrusy, very sweet. Like I stopped sweetening my teas for this stream long ago. This one does not need sweetening at all. Like it is perfect, just the way that it is. And I'm really I'm really enjoying it. I'm actually hoping that somehow, some way, I can get my hands on more of it. without having to fly all the way to Australia. They do have a website, and I will be posting the link after the stream to it. But I don't know how much the price would be to have it shipped from there. So that's something that if you guys are interested, you can check out for yourselves. But certainly, I would recommend it if you do, because this tea it's really good. And I have a little bit more. It's actually kind of, it's flowery without the flower, and I think that's due to the green tea flavor, the umami in it. You're getting this kind of, like, on the back end of the strawberry taste, you get the tea leaf. So I would describe it best as, like, say you eat the whole strawberry, leaves and all, like from the top where they have like the little leaves. You kind of get that kind of a the flavor to it. I don't want to say, see, because I mean, like, when it's a little bit less appetizing when you describe it as eating the leaf, because nobody eats the leaf, you know. But you know, at the very top where the strawberry turns a little bit white, and you have that little bit of leafy flavor to it, I think that would be more accurate, because you're not getting like the full taste of the leaf. You're getting whatever is mixed into that portion with the strawberry and the citric acid. So you're getting like the full flavor of the strawberry, including the leaf. I think that would be more accurate. Yeah, I had to correct myself there, because I don't want you guys going away with the wrong impression of it. Oh, what is so sweet. All right, so I'm going to show you guys what it looks like now that it's steeped. I forgot to show you guys what it looked like when it was. You know what? I'll show you guys now what it looks like. Just a small sample. I hate when I forget to do that. But yeah, here you go. This is what it looks like when it's dry. You can see it's a short leaf. It's very green. There's not a whole lot of strawberry content. It says it has freeze-dried strawberries in it, but I don't see any. Ramanda, welcome. I don't see any anything in the leaf. It's just the leaf, but it smells incredible. So that's what it looks like when it's dry. Hopefully this won't. There we go. I'm trying to drain it so that it doesn't drip all over my floor. You know what? Let's do this then. I need to get myself one of those little tea box thingies. I forgot the name of it. Okay, this should work, hopefully. Hopefully it's... I gotta do two hands for a second. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So, top view. If I can do this one-handed. So you see, there's not a whole lot of strawberry. Like, I don't see... I don't know what that brown thing is. It might just be the stem of the sencha. Generally, really good sencha doesn't have stems like that, just, laying out there. Usually, if it's done right, you just get the leaf. But in this case, maybe it's part of what flavors the strawberry. Oh, wait, I see it. Right there by my thumb. That might be what the strawberry is. Like, it's chopped up really small. Maybe that's why I don't see it. because I don't see any other trace of it, but it's definitely there. And this is supposed to be organic, so I don't think that they're using artificial flavors. They say it's natural flavors. Um, so I don't know where it is, but it's not really that visible. It is strong enough that you can smell it from across the room, though. And that's basically what is what's impressing me most, because you're getting this super strong strawberry flavor without the sencha battling it too badly. I'm gonna get a little bit more because this is super good. Like, this is the kind of tea that it's satisfying me already, and like I made sure not to eat too much today. My dinner was semi-light-ish. I mean, I do have quite an appetite usually, but I wanted to save some space because I usually have a bad habit of eating too much before I do a stream, and it does not end well. I'm just like overstuffed and sluggish at the end of the day. But in this case, I think I gave myself a good amount of space in my belly. What did I eat? I just had a couple slices of pizza, but it wasn't like slices. It was like it was. I don't want to say quarter because it was like a really really big pizza. Heidi was helping with a graduation, so I mean it was for the kids, and they had this thing like basically as big as a football field. I'm only slightly exaggerating. More realistically, it was like an oval shape, but it was like, I would say, almost 3 feet long. Like it was a really, no, it wasn't deep dish. It was flatbread. But the way that it's cut in squares. So I had like maybe three, four, or five squares, something like that. So you guys know, for me, that's keeping it light. But yeah, like this is really satisfying. First of all, green tea is a natural appetite suppressant, so this is going to satisfy you. If you're trying to lose weight, it's a two-pronged attack because it suppresses your appetite and it helps your metabolism, so that as you drink, it helps you digest things a lot faster. And it works wonders. So whenever somebody says, like, is there a tea that you drink to lose weight, I would definitely recommend green tea and matcha especially, because like, as you guys know, matcha has the actual leaf in it. Sneha, welcome. You drink the actual leaf so that you're getting all the vitamins rather than what seeps off of the leaf. So whenever I hear people talking about detox teas and stuff like that, all of that is bull. I learned it took a while for me to get that out of my vocabulary when talking about teas, because it's all bull. Like, there is no such thing as a detox tea. This one, if you're looking for something that will help you diet, this will help you diet. It'll speed up your metabolism. It'll help you digest. It's basically roughage when you think about it, because when you're eating lettuce and when you're eating your vegetables and all of that stuff, you're eating roughage. But when you're drinking the green tea, you get all of the effects in a liquid form, basically. So you're drinking roughage, and that's great, because if you drink tea as you eat, it will help you suppress your appetite. It'll help you eat less, and it'll satisfy you for a longer while to come. So I'm gonna go back and say, for all the people who don't like green tea, this is going to be a great replacement for it. If you're interested in drinking more green teas, we'll just say that it's a step in the right direction. It'll help you. Uh, train your palate to appreciate green tea once you get to that point. I started when I started drinking tea. I was more of a was this you agree, a cup of green tea with a teaspoon of honey at first thing in the morning. Yeah, like it some people need to warm their way up to it, and by all means, that's great. Like I made the mistake of starting with like the stuff in the tea bags. Uh, what's the like Tezo tea and stuff like that. And not that that's a bad tea specifically, but when you start off with a straight up green tea, it's a little bit of a shock to the palate. It's the kind of thing that could turn you off if you are taste sensitive. Drinking drinking stuff like this, which is mostly strawberry, you get a good you get a good stepping stone. So you'll start with, let's say you'll start with this one with the strawberry, citrus green, um, cocoa mint green. Working your way up the ladder, you'll get to like, let's say sencha's good, uh, gunpowder. Gunpowder is a much stronger tasting tea than regular green. Gyokuro, if the thing about green teas, I'm going to throw this in, is there's two distinct differences between Chinese and Japanese green teas. Chinese green teas, you have like a grassy, more on the earthy side, whereas in Japanese green tea is more seaweed, salty, um, and you get like it's like basically surf and turf. You're getting land versus ocean, and very distinct flavors, but they each have like really amazing qualities. Depending on your flavor palette, I appreciate both. I love them both, but it took a while for me to get to that point. Um, and matcha is like super super grassy. Depending on the what's the word I'm looking for, the quality. I mentioned this a while back. There are about 5 different levels of quality in tea, in matcha. The highest quality is like the range between low quality matcha and high quality matcha is literally night and day, because the way that the Gyokuro is raised, if it's out in the sun too much, they pick it quick, because they don't want the tea to get too dry. But the problem is, it doesn't, because it's out in the sun. It doesn't produce as much photosynthesis, so you get a very very light green, almost. You get a very light green, like it's kind of bitter-ish. The very very low quality in matcha is called culinary grade, because that's used for more cooking. It doesn't overpower the flavor of the food, and on top of that, you get all the benefits of it. Because I mean, the flavor has nothing to do with the benefits, but the way that the high quality matcha is grown, it's grown kind of in the shade with very little exposure to the light, so that it's forced to produce more photosynthesis to help to help it nitrate. Not, I don't want to say nitrate, nutritionize. itself. I don't know, to help it feed itself. I'm trying to get scientific and it's just not working. Um, so when it's grown in a shady area, Beth, welcome. I see you there. When it's grown in a shady area and it's left longer to grow, it produces more photosynthesis. It gets greener. The leaf gets darker green, and then that gets picked and ground and dried and powdered, and you get like a deeper flavor. You get a deeper, uh, like a more. I don't want to say. Well, it's a stronger one, but not to the point where. Yeah, nourishment. Thank you, nourishment. It has to nourish itself. Doggone it! I'm failing English today. I need to get a little drink. So that is covering matcha for the most part. Um, Not everything, of course, but I want to do a stream. Ma, welcome. I want to do a stream on matcha, so I don't want to give too much away, which I think I might have already. But um, that is just a quick crash course on matcha. Which, I mean, like I said, it has something to do with green tea, so I'm not too far off subject. But I went off on a tangent, which I tend to do sometimes, so forgive me. I just went right off of left field, but that's okay. I mean, it keeps things interesting to throw these little tidbits in, because I'm sure I'm not going to get the exact same audience the day that I do matcha. So, you know, it's good for those of you who are planning to skip that day, which I would recommend not, because I'm trying to do the matcha ceremony, a very watered down version of the matcha ceremony, because the true matcha ceremony can take hours. Like, I've heard it go between 4 and 6 hours, and I am not going to do a stream 4 to 6 hours, no matter how much you beg and plead. It's not going to happen. Mm. Whew. So now it's starting to. It's still kind of warm. It's no longer hot, um, but it's not quite room temperature yet. And as predicted, it is maintaining the strawberry flavor. This I'm very very curious to do this as an iced tea, because there's a very strong strawberry flavor in it, and strawberry iced tea is like, whew, incredible. I love it. Oh, I'm getting stuffed now. And I'm only halfway through. It's like, no, Mike, you gotta keep going. Oh my god, but this is so good. I'm feeling very, very satisfied. I mean, while this is caffeinated, it's not as highly caffeinated, so you'll be awake, you'll be alert, but you won't be jittery. This is a moderate amount of caffeine. Green tea is not going to be as caffeinated as black, and even black tea is not going to be as caffeinated as a cup of coffee. So you're getting a good blend here. The flavor is super good. It's super nice, and I'm feeling kind of mellow about it. It's really good. I definitely would love to go back and get more. If I do happen to go back, which fingers crossed would be one day, I'm gonna bring home more of these teas, unless they decide to like open up a store here somewhere. You never know. But this is excellent. Like, I'm really enjoying this. Mm. Now I would probably risk putting a little bit of milk or cream in this, just to enhance the creaminess or the texture of it. The only thing is, when you add when you add milk or cream to a citric tea, it curdles. So it's not going to look very appetizing, but if you know that going in, it's still going to taste great. It's just going to be less appealing to the eyes. Which, I mean, I don't care. If I know it's going to taste good, I go for it. But in this case, because the citrus is so strong, I would warn you guys, should you try to do it, it will curdle a little bit. I learned that the hard way doing a, what was it? Blood orange. I put milk in blood orange, and yeah, I was not expecting the reaction. I still drank it. It was still fine. But it just, yeah, curdled milk was not that appetizing. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, I'm gonna drink a little bit more. I think I'll have to top myself off after this. Mm. Mm. I wanted to keep it in my mouth just a little bit to get a sense of the mouthfeel. It's actually really, really soft, but there's also a creaminess element to it that I was kind of missing. Like, it has like a really strong creamy texture, but on top of that, I have this kind of how do I put this? Like the flavor is well rounded. It actually tastes like a full on strawberry. After you bite it, you get the whole flavor in your mouth. It's the kind of thing that it touches all of your taste buds at once. There are strange effects. I say that because there are some teas that you taste only in certain parts of your mouth, or you taste it in waves. I've described it before, and you get this kind of this kind of sensation while you keep it in your mouth. You only taste a little bit at a time, or you taste it all at once. In this case, it's you're tasting everything at once, and you know that is a sign of a good quality experience, depending on tastes, of course. This is not the kind of tea that you would have to sit and think about and like really explore it. It's simple in taste, but it's very good. Like sometimes you just want to enjoy a flavor, and this is the kind of tea that you just enjoy. I'm gonna go ahead and top myself off a little bit. Put that back there before it makes too much of a mess. There we go. Oh, I'm almost kind of sad that it's that it's down to that, because like I kind of want more, even though I'm already pretty satisfied. I could see myself drinking this all day, just getting myself like a big old pitcher and drinking it little by little for the entire day. Reading a book or something like that. This is a summer afternoon weekend tea. This is definitely the right season for it. Strawberries usually grow between the late spring, early summer, and it lasts through the season. In this case, like, this is the perfect climate for it, because it's it's nice and it's nice and fruity, and it'll wake you up. Iced, absolutely. I would definitely have this iced. This tea, it's very flexible. There's another word that I'm just failing English today. Versatile. That's what it is. It's very versatile. Because I mean, this is the kind of tea that when it goes cool, it doesn't go bad. So I don't mind as long as you don't over steep it, of course, because that's just ruining it from the get go. But um, it seems to be maintaining its flavor from when it's hot to when it's warm, and that's generally a good indication that it will maintain it even when it's cold. So I would definitely recommend having this iced. Maybe add a little sugar, maybe a little lemon to lemon and strawberry. Not a bad combo. Like people have strawberry lemonade all the time. That would be a good a good start. I would definitely recommend that. Whew, I am so stuffed right now. Okay, so questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, now's the time to pull it up. I'm going to open up the floor. I'm not going to forget Teresa's famous question, what would I pair this one with? A dessert, definitely cake. I would go with angel food cake. Donuts, this is definitely a donut tea. Um, Desserts, what else? Cookies, vanilla cookies, wafers, stroopwafels. Stroopwafels. That's my favorite. I feel like this is, I'm satiated. I'm mellow. This is feeling good. Jelly donut, absolutely. Uh, because the jelly in this would complement the strawberry flavor to it very very nicely. If I were to go for like a savory dish, um, I would actually I would actually recommend this with breakfast rather than lunch or dinner, because that's when you have like pancakes or waffles or stuff like that. Like the light airy foods. This would go very well with. Maybe eggs. I would stick with more like the waffle and pancake family. But yeah, like this is very good. Get some whipped cream in there. Woo! Whipped cream will definitely make this one pop. Oof, I am feeling it. Oof. Oh man. Oh. Nutella crepes. Yeah, yeah. I don't see why not. A lot of people put Nutella crepes, put like strawberry jam, uh, and different like flavors, syrup on Nutella crepes. So yeah, I don't see why not. It's very complimentary to it. Um, I don't know what I would if I were to eat it with drink it with lunch or dinner. I don't know what I would recommend because it's like I don't want to. This is just my personal opinion. I wouldn't want to mess up the sweetness with anything savory. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were to eat that with, if you were to drink that with, say, like a tuna fish sandwich, oh, that would be awful. Oh, excuse me. So I can't really think of anything that would really complement it as far as savory is concerned. Um, Maybe honey glazed ham, only because that goes well with pineapple and cherry. Why not strawberry? Um, Something like that. Like I can't really think of anything off the top of my head that would complement this well. Mm. Oh my god, this is so good. like I am like seriously having nostalgia, and I've never had this tea before. So I don't know how that works. All I know is that I'm doing it. Um, I'm in like a very happy place right now. Uh, it's emoting, you know? I mean, when sometimes when you're sitting back and you're appreciating something sweet, uh it's definitely triggering some endorphins in me. I'm feeling good about it, you know? This is doing this is doing me some good. Oh, but I'm so stuffed right now. Oh man. Oh, my nose is. Oh, I think allergies are starting to affect me. I was having a sneezing attack today, and it was not fun. Mm. Oh, okay. So I'm opening up the floor again. Questions, comments. Oh, I need to take a breath. Like my stomach is so full right now. Um, but still, like in a good way. Oh man. Whew. I'm slightly struggling a little bit, as you can see. My stomach is like a little bit tight, so I'm gonna let myself digest for a bit. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes, although my taste buds don't let me, because like although I am as full as I can be, I'm not really like the taste is still drawing me back. Like it's weird. I'm kind of compulsive about it, but in a good way. Okay. Ooh, I should not have should not have hit my belly like that. I meant to hit right there. I meant to hit that, but I went okay. Boop. And I was like, oh, just a slight little mishap. But okay, I hit it the right place now. Announcements. So it does not look like I'm going to be able to schedule a tea crawl for June, but I will definitely have one in July. My weekends have kind of sort of filled up a little bit, which is great, you know, because I need to get rid of some of these teas before I complete it. Um, before I have to refill again, and honestly, 2 months is not gonna is not gonna help that much, considering like I have so many teas to begin with. I'm usually in a state of I have too many teas, but any fan of tea will tell you there's no such thing as having too many teas. So I'm giving myself a little bit of a break in that. You know, it's not on purpose, because I would love to do another tea crawl. I will be doing another one next month. I just have to figure out when and where, and we'll take it from there. Um, I was able to check the 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 raffle website. It looks like it's working again, so I'm going to be scheduling another raffle sometime by the end of this month. I don't know what the prize will be quite yet, but once I do, I'll let you guys know, and we'll get back to we'll get back to the raffle, because that was, you know, I mean, it was pretty popular. It was a lot of fun. What else? What else? I don't have any. I don't think I have any other announcements yet. Um, but definitely stay tuned on the website, on the group page, for any updates, anything that might come up, because you never know. Like a lot of the time, my updates happen just whenever. So, uh, I think that's a good thing though, because I mean, when good things happen, I like to share it as soon as possible. Oh, and I realize that I think I have enough space now to continue drinking. Mm. Oh, it's still maintaining its flavor. I have to admit, uh, this is not weakening at all. Usually green teas without flavoring, when they get cold, it's just like There's no there's no forgiveness for lukewarm green teas. They're only good when they're, in my opinion, they're only good when they're hot and when they're iced. In between is just like, no. It kind of it's a very rare thing when a straight up green tea is good. When it's still warm. This one is maintaining, and it's mostly because of the strawberry. Sencha, depending on the quality, can hold up from different temperatures. Um, this one is definitely a good example of that. Mm. What do you mean, what? Green teas are brewed at 145. That would depend. I usually do mine at 180. Um, I don't really because it can withstand the higher temperatures than 145. Um, like this one, for instance, they recommend you do it at 170. What did I say? Let me just double check. It's in the dark. There we go. 176. I did mine at 180, but they recommended at 176, and I mean, it works. Um, White teas, I would say you can do from 145 to, well, what was the, I usually do it as a green tea anyway, but white teas they usually recommend from 145, 150 to say 170 something. Uh, that's a good white tea range. It's all to taste, but I figured I'd tease a little since you were saying only hot. Yeah, well, I mean, I can agree with you there. I mean, honestly, yes, it is to taste, but in this case, I think that green tea loses something when it gets to be room temperature. Um, this one is it's already room temperature, but I'm liking it just as much, and I kind of feel like I want to put it in the fridge and let it chill for a bit and get really cold, and then try it again. Um, I'm not going to do that, of course, because this is a stream. But if I were to make this as an iced tea, which I really think I should, this is definitely the kind of way to go. I would brew it hot and then cool it off. Um, and I don't know, I should do another iced tea this season at some point. You guys saw the last one I did. It was an herbal blend. I think it was watermelon cooler. I went through just the process. I maybe I'll do that again for you guys. I don't know. We'll see. Uh, but it was definitely that was a marathon because I did the entire hour. I let it steep hot for an hour, but only because that was it was a fruit blend, so there was nothing too over steep. Oh, excuse me. So I might just do that again with maybe a green tea, black tea, or white tea, something that's an actual tea, which can be slightly more complicated. But an herbal blend is pretty much you set it and forget it. It can steep all day. You won't have any problems. Oh, there we go. Mm. Whew, okay, so I'm going to go ahead, open up the floor again. Questions, comments, anything you want to throw at me, go right ahead. Oh, I'm just digesting. It was so good, but I'm feeling like it's starting to wear me out now. You can see my eyes are kind of glazing over because I am in this really mellow place and slightly tea drunk. I do see, I do feel it a little bit, um, but it's a very good sensation overall. I'm gonna definitely sleep very well tonight because this is making me feel incredible. I don't know. Maybe it's just the tea talking, but like it's definitely activating some endorphins in me. I'm feeling happy, and you know what I mean. Like there's very few things in life that does that other than tea. Uh, but this is doing a very good job of it. I'm really enjoying it. Mm. I think I have about 2 or 3 sips left. Oh, so you're stuck with me a couple more minutes. Oh my god, okay. I'm still digesting. This is getting a little bit difficult for me in the best of ways because like I'm feeling like I'm feeling like it's starting to I'm starting to wear down. I'm feeling even though this is caffeinated, I'm feeling like just really good, really mellow. Like I feel aware. That's what the caffeine is doing. It's not keeping me awake, it's just keeping me alert. And I think that it's starting to get a little bit hot in my room. So that's like I tend to slow down a bit at the end of the day in the heat. Like I'm just gonna turn my fan from low to medium. I'm usually just more concerned about the noise that it makes, so I don't like having it on when I stream. But in this case, I think I might need the extra help because, oh yeah, that's a lot better now. I feel the cool. It's starting to perk me up just a little bit. Yeah, that's exactly what I needed. Whew. Thank you, fan. You're my biggest fan. That was awful. Awful. All right. Hmm. Oh, this is feeling good. Okay. So I'm gonna open up the question. I'm gonna open up the floor again. Questions, comments. Whew. Anything you want to talk about? Like I'm super stuffed right now. It's really, really hard for me to oof, for me to concentrate because like half of me just wants to go right to sleep, and that's not a good thing because I still have a couple more cups of tea, and then I have to like clean up after this, and like this is the best kind of bad thing that can happen during a tea stream, um, because it's like I'm feeling really happy. Uh, I'm feeling like alert and drunk, tea drunk. And it's just like I don't know, like when I'm like this, it's like this is just a good time, you know. And I'm glad that you guys are here to share it with me because like generally I never thought that I'd be able to pull off something like this, and I've been doing this for about 2 years now, and I never thought that it would last this long. Like I honestly thought a couple months should be fine. A couple months turned into a couple years, and I have now a community of 100 and almost what was it, 141 members. Yeah, I just happened to have it open right here. I use the Facebook page as a reference, but yeah, like 141 members, and it's just incredible, and it's continuing to grow every day. So I'm enjoying it for what it is, and I'm grateful to you guys for all you contribute. It means a lot to me. Hmm. I think I have one more sip left in me. So if you have any questions or comments or anything you want to throw at me now, go ahead or forever hold your peace because I am like, I'm feeling good. Okay. So, last one down the hatch. Mm. Oof. Okay, great. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the night. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It was an amazing experience. Once again, this is Gorgeous Geisha from T2. I will be posting the link at the after I sign off. So in case you are interested, just please keep in mind this is coming from Australia and or what was this? Well, lots of things I could throw at you. Yeah, I get that. I'm sure I deserve having something thrown. Yes, I will see you guys next week. I will have another great blend for you. I don't know which one yet, but I've got like a backup. So we will keep you I will keep you guys posted on everything. So have a great night, wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.